How are you guys? It's the Czar of Dating, Czar Danya, and we take no prisoners. I have an interesting topic I want to discuss with you guys. A girl's guy friends, a girl's best guy friend. We all have heard of a girl not wanting to give up her guy friends when she gets in a relationship with the guy or when it's already too late. So I'm going to teach you guys how to establish boundaries before you get in the relationship. So quick story, this happened with me with a girl I met on Tinder. We connected, really cool gal. And before I even built the attachment with her, I brought up the topic of having no guy friends. She overreacted. She basically started arguing with me and putting me in my place, how she's not going to give up her guy friends. She's going to keep her guy friends. Who am I to tell her that? Blah, blah, blah. It went into this whole discussion, right? But I made a mistake. You don't tell a girl she can't have guy friends when you don't build the attachment. I didn't build any attachment. I didn't even hang out with this girl. We were consistently texting. We were about to hang out and it never happened because now she looks at me as a control freak, right? But there's a happy ending to this story. I'll get into that as well. She looked at me as a control freak. She said, who is this guy? He's telling me not to have any guy friends. Who the fuck does he think she is? And she had every right to do that, fellas. That's not what I'm mad about. I'm teaching you that you can't tell a girl she can't have any guy friends too soon. That is a big no-no. They're going to automatically look at you as someone who's very manipulative, someone who's very controlling. But once you have the attachment built with her, once you have started sleeping with her, now it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter to her. Because if you dick down a girl real good, you build the attachment, she'll throw her grandmother off of a roof just to be with you. She'll swim through shark-infested water on her period just to be with you. She'll jump through barbed wire fence just to go see you. This is how women operate when they're enthralled with that one guy they want. So you can't tell her that too soon. That's the whole message I'm sending to you guys. I know no guy wants a girl who has a bunch of guy friends. I understand that. But at the same time, you can't convey yourself as being too controlling. There's having boundaries and then there's being controlling. Now, I recovered from this girl and what I did because I remember Andrew Tate, he had this video telling you to text a girl, I know you've been cheating on me. Right? A girl that left, a girl that you haven't spoken to in a while, just send them that text. So I said, fuck it, why not? Let me try it. I'm always trying new ideas. I'm always trying to be creative. I'm always trying to use ideas from other people, especially Andrew Tate. So this was 2 months down the road. We haven't talked. She was completely appalled. She was unattracted to me at that point when I brought up the whole guy friend situation. I sent her the text, I know you've been cheating on me. And she actually replied back. She said, oh, have you now? So I kept rolling with it. I said, yes, I saw you with the transgender out the other night. I can't believe you. And she started laughing. So right then and there, we reconnected what we lost. I never brought up the guy friends again. I wanted to hang out with her. I wanted to have fun with her. And then I wanted to see where this would lead us. After a while of building the attachment, sleeping with her, we went hiking. We come back that same day, we're grabbing food around my town. As we're sitting outside, dead silence. All of a sudden, she brings up the conversation, the topic. So you really don't want a girl to have any guy friends? Boom! That's when I knew. You have to have the attachment built first. She's the one that brought it up. I didn't even have to bring it up. I didn't bring up any relationship talk, nothing. But I knew the second she said that, she wanted to be in a relationship with me. She flat out, she let me know, she was very direct. So you won't be in a relationship with a girl who has guy friends. And I said, yeah, pretty much. That was me establishing my boundaries right then and there when the attachment was built. This is what you guys have to do. I didn't do it after she wanted a relationship with me. I did it before she wanted a relationship with me. That is very important. And let me tell you guys something. A woman that's reluctant to give up her best guy friend, they either have had a sexual past or they still have something sexual going on. You just don't know about it because you are a beta male. You've been programmed to believe that it's insecure to tell a woman she can't have guy friends or she has to give up her best guy friend. You guys get it twisted. Women aren't operated that way where they want to have a bunch of dudes in their life hanging out with random guys. If you were that one guy that she looks up to, that she respects as someone worthy of giving up her best guy friends for, or her best guy friend for, she'll do it no fucking problem. She can give two fucks about her guy friends. If she doesn't want to give up her guy friend to be with you, they have had something sexual going on, or they still do, and she doesn't respect you. Why would you get in a relationship with that girl? She's going to cheat on you regardless, fellas. This is the message I'm trying to tell you. Why waste your time? You need to set boundaries before you get in a relationship with the girl, not after. And this is a great example. Get the book Influence. I keep telling people, get this psychology book. The Psychology of Persuasion. I'm going to school you guys right now, okay? I'm going to school you guys right now. I'm going to do some reading. Blacks in the United States were more rebellious when their prolonged progress was curtailed somewhat than they were before it began. This pattern offers a valuable lesson for would-be rulers. When it comes to freedoms, it is more dangerous to have given for a while than never have given at all. So when you give a woman freedom to do whatever she wants to do, when she's already in a relationship with you, and then you try taking that away from her, watch how rebellious they become over time. This has been proven throughout history. It's human psychology. It establishes freedoms for the group where none existed before. And should these now established freedoms be less available, there will be an especially hot variety of hell to pay. Rebellion, riots, revolution. You don't think your girl's going to act that way towards you? Freedoms once granted will not be relinquished without a fight. The lesson applies as well to the politics of family as country. The parent who grants privileges or enforces rules erratically invites rebelliousness by unwittingly establishing freedoms for the child. You can also include women in there, your girlfriend. The parent who only sometimes prohibits between meal sweets may create for the child the freedom to have such snacks. At that point, enforcing the rule becoming a much more difficult and explosive matter because the child is no longer merely lacking a never possessed right, but is losing an established one. As we have seen in the case of political freedoms, people see a thing as more desirable when it has recently become less available than when it has been scarce all along. We should not be surprised then when research shows that parents who enforce discipline inconsistently produce generally rebellious children. How does this apply to women? When your boundaries are inconsistent, you're not establishing any boundaries. Your woman will become rebellious over time. Women are like children, fellas, and I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way. I'm saying you need to be the authority figure in her life. You need to establish boundaries. If she doesn't want to follow your boundaries, as in having no guy friends, she can't have a best guy friend. I don't care how long she's known him for. She is not the one. Don't get into a relationship with her. This is why boundaries are so important. If women have high standards for men, why can't you have high boundaries for women? Why can't you? There's a difference between being controlling and having boundaries. My boundaries are, you will have no guy friends. This way they know this before we get in a relationship. I'm not giving her the freedom to have guy friends to begin with, because once it gets to a certain point where it's too late and you try taking that away from her, you've already granted her certain freedoms that she doesn't want taken away. Now they're becoming scarce, and now she's going to want them even more. That is human psychology. I just read you that. This is why blacks in history, they became rebellious, because the whites gave them certain freedoms that they never had before, and then they tried taking those freedoms away. That's when a human becomes rebellious. Remember that, fellas. Listen, When she is all about you guys, when she's enthralled with you, when she's in love with you, like that girl I gave you an example of, I'm still dating her, I'm still with her as well. She doesn't fuck with any guy friends ever since that day. She brought it up because I established my boundaries. And I established several other boundaries you guys need to establish. I'll make a whole nother video for that. You guys need to understand something about women. When they're all about you, when they're enthralled with you, when they can't wait to see you, when they want to be with you, they don't give a fuck about their best guy friends. They will give them up. This is just some new age programming bullshit. And what women will do to manipulate a guy, and this is also in the Western world, they will call you controlling, insecure. That is a way of repressing your masculinity, the boundaries that you have as a man. That is a way of repressing that so they can have the freedom to do what they want to do. When you're immune to that bullshit and you understand how manipulative women can be, it doesn't affect you. It doesn't sit right in my stomach for a woman to be hanging out or talking to a bunch of dudes. Why would you want another man discussing your business behind your back? Why? Why do you want another man chirping in your woman's ears? Do you understand that women are very impressionable? Very impressionable. You can easily program women. If you're a smart, intelligent motherfucker like me, you can't really program me that way. My brain is impregnable to the bullshit in the outside world. Women aren't designed that way. So when you have a best guy friend hanging around her, a bunch of guy friends, you don't think they're whispering shit in her ear. You don't think they're talking shit about you. You don't think she's discussing her business with you. They don't care about you. They're going to say things that are in the best interest of her. Some of them might want to get with her. Some of them will be on her side. Some of them are going to manipulate the way she feels about you. They're going to start planting seeds in her head about you and the relationship. Why do you want to deal with that? I'm the only voice in my girl's life besides her parents, besides her father or brother. How much more masculine figures does this woman need in her life? If she wants to hang out with a bunch of guy friends, even when she's in a relationship with you, even when you establish your boundaries, let her go. Keep her as a booty call. That's it. You can't be in anything serious with her. And you guys have to mean that. You guys have to start grabbing your nuts, saying what you mean and meaning what you say. Or else a woman ain't going to take you seriously. So if you break up with her because she's not giving up her guy friend, and then you decide to get back together with her and she's still with her guy friend, she called your bluff. Instead of one guy friend, she's going to have two, she's going to have three, she's going to have four, and you ain't going to do shit about it, bro. This is what I'm talking about. You need the power in the relationship. Your power is being able to walk away, having options, and also setting boundaries and living by them.